Okay. I just wanted to make a video here. I just watched a video on some Overwatch channel um, about the topic that doesn't die, the issue that doesn't die, um, the gift that keeps on giving, ELO hell. Um, uh, this has been a problem ever since, and an issue, and very controversial one at that, ever since the game released its competitive mode. Um, And I think even before that, with like the quick play MMR rating and shit, people were like pissed off. They're like, oh, whatever. I'm only paired up with bad people. A lot of people say it doesn't exist. A lot of people say they're in it now. A lot of people say get good, kid. Um, so I thought I would join the club and chime in on what I thought about this topic. Um, Now to start, I don't. I've never been down in bronze. Never been to silver. Never been in gold. I think the lowest rank I was ever in, I think was in season one. They were when they first released comp. I think the lowest I was at was maybe a 49. It was either 49 or 50 something. At the lowest, I don't remember. Um, but regardless, um, when you're up at 3,000, it doesn't get any easier. Because the thing with this game is that it's very, very balanced, and they do a very good job with the balancing teams and balancing skill rating and stuff. So you generally, the reason you're always generally in such a hard fight, such hard fought games, is because you're generally fighting um, with people on your team who are around the same skill level and against people who are around the same skill level, which is why I love comp so much. But it just takes so much out of you to play those games. Um, okay. That said, though, um, I want to talk a little bit about what ELO hell is, if it exists, and eventually how to get out of it. And it's almost foolproof how to get out of it. So you're gonna want to listen to that. Um, what I think ELO hell is, as someone who I think has experienced it, I'm not sure. I think it's more to do with random teammates who think they are better than they are and think they know what they're doing when they don't. And you have that problem when you are bronze, and you will have that problem when you get up to silver, and you will have that problem in gold, and you have that problem in what's the next one? Platinum, and trust me, you have it in diamond. And I've played a couple masters, and I've played with a couple masters, and I'm sure you have it in master, and I know you have it in masters. And never played grandmaster. I've seen a couple grandmasters, never played with them. Um, but I'm sure that happens up there too. Um, if anything, I think ELO hell gets worse the higher you climb. Um, because at least at the lower levels, um, a player who doesn't know what they're doing or is not quite as skilled um, will oftentimes listen to somebody who knows what they're doing, who's paid attention to the game, who's followed it. You know, you can pick up on a player just watching their playstyle, listening to how they communicate, their callouts, and things like that. You can pick up on how much they know about the game and how good they are and whatnot just from talking to them for that first like 30 seconds getting into the game. So you kind of know, hey, this guy, you can follow this guy or whatever. Um, the problem that I often see is that once you get up to platinum, diamond, master, once you get up higher and you're still solo queuing, or even you're going with two people, you don't have a full team or you don't have enough of a team. Um, I think it becomes even harder. I think because the problem is at that point you have all of the people you're playing with are above average players. For the most part, they're highly above average players. Um, well, I don't know what the spread is anymore, but what is platinum? Is that top 30%, top 20%? it should be somewhere in that range, I would say. And it only gets higher with Diamond, Master, Grand, or whatever. So you're talking about the, I mean, I guess you could say the best players in the world. I mean, you're probably talking about the top 100,000 players in the world that you're playing with, and you're only playing in that group of players. Um, so the enemies are going to be organized. They're going to know what they're doing. They're going to have their shit together. So you have to have it as well. And the problem is you run into a lot of people who think they know what they're doing, who say, hey, I'm a platinum. Hey, I'm a diamond. I got here, so you should listen to me. Or I got here, so I should be able to do whatever I want. And that doesn't work. That's not how the game's played. This is a team game, and you really have to play together. And that can be just as frustrating. Trust me, that can be just as frustrating playing in a diamond level match, and you just have one teammate who's just MLG Hanzo, MLG 420 YOLO Swag Hanzo, just running around doing 360 no scope falls only, and it's like, dude, come on, And he's like, but it's like it's not even like he's joking. He's like he's serious, and it's like, dude, just come on, like we're playing a game here, like let's go. And I mean, it's very frustrating, and I mean that's ELO hell. But I think also in that, when you have ELO hell stretching from all the way to bronze up to master, I think the key is the old phrase, hell is empty and the devils are here. Everything's ELO hell. So if everything's ELO hell, nothing's ELO hell. Like that's what I'm getting at. The game is fucking hell. And that's just the game. That's the grind of it. That's the thing we all love. That's the thing we all enjoy about it. You take the good with the bad. It's supposed to be frustrating. If it was easy and you'd win all your games, you'd get bored and you'd stop playing. But if you want to win all your games, you gotta get out of yellow hell. How are you gonna do that? Well, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, it is exactly just as frustrating to have a teammate who's over cocky as it is to have a teammate who's low skill. Teammates that don't communicate. I mean, if anything, when I was down in some of the lower skill brackets in season 1, and even if I would play now, if I go play with a couple of low skill friends or low skill people I meet online, I don't mean low skill in a mean derogatory way. I just mean a lower number type thing, because I'll tell you what, I've played with some gold people who really do belong in diamond level play, and things like that. So I mean, maybe in that way they are they are trapped in their ELO score. But I mean, at the same time, you can break out of that. But there's a secret to that. But yeah, going forward with that, let's talk about how to get out of ELO hell. It's really easy, and you know what? I've been saying it on online forums for Overwatch on the subreddit, pretty much since competitive came out, and it was a problem. I played what? I think I got originally placed in season 1, and I was like, "Fuck this shit." Solo queue sucks. Even you going with a 2Q, that's not real good. You going with a 3Q, that's a little better. And if anything, I think now the queue system is still kind of weird, because I've had times where I was solo queuing and I've got matched up with a five stack already, which that's not supposed to happen. But I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of a hint to what to do here. You going with a full team. That's how you get out of ELO hell. That's what you do. Go on looking for team. Go on, make a fucking website. Go on, there's a subreddit. What is it? I'll put a link in the description or something like that. Overwatch LFT or LTF, something like that. Looking for team. You just go there and you find people to play with. You find with them, most of them suck. Most of them are terrible. Most of them are absolute garbage. Um, but a lot of them are really cool people. I met a lot of cool people through these websites. Um, and also, you go into quick play, you just go into chat and talk to people. Um, that's what you have to do. You have to make a team. You have to make a full six stack, and that's what you have to do for competitive. Um, it really doesn't. I don't want to say it doesn't mean anything. Um, this game is so hard to solo carry. I imagine like pro players or master level players or grandmaster players could come down to the lower tiers and solo carry. And I'm sure like if I went down to bronze, I could solo carry. Um, and I'm sure if like master players came down to diamond, they could solo carry. But it's really tough to solo it when you are matched up with same level enemies, or even if you're slightly above the enemies, it is very, very hard to solo carry like that. Um, so you need a full team. You need a full team. You need to start playing with each other. Just go into just I mean the way I do it when I'm trying to meet up with new people or whatever. You send messages, you meet online, you meet through game or whatever, and you say, hey, let's go do a couple quick play matches, see if we jive together or whatever like that. You just kind of get in a good rhythm, get in a good flow, and you try and complete a six stack. Even if you can't, even if you go with another guy, that's two people. That's slightly better than nothing. But ideally, you want to be shooting for a six stack. If you really want to get out of yellow hell, that's what you have to do. You need a full team. You just keep playing together. Um, the thing is, even if you have a weak link, even if someone is, I don't know, I don't want to say underperforming, but someone is not doing good, something like that, I say stick with them. I say you just keep playing with them over and over and over again. I think with a six stack, you will win more games than you lose, generally. Um, and your team will wind up with the rating that it deserves, one way or the other, for better or worse. Um, if you try, if you start at 2,000, you wind up at 1,000. That's what that team deserves. Um, so yeah, I mean, and then you can move from there, or whatever. It's not real. It's not real hard to move up when you have a full team. Um, the competition gets harder the higher you go, but I think that's the way to go. I've had tremendous success personally forming teams. Um, I had a really 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 great season one team into season two. We had a fantastic team. Um, and yeah, because I think in season one I started. In season one, I don't know. I think it placed like 53 or something. Fell down to like 48 maybe. We started this team with a bunch of guys. I was dead set against it at first. I was like, what the hell is it? Blah blah blah. It's supposed to be a video game when you play with these other people we don't know. But by the end of the season, we all really carried each other. We all lifted each other up. And by the end of the season, I think I might have gotten to 65 by the end of the season. And a couple of my buddies were ahead of me, and a couple of guys on the team were ahead of me. I think we had someone up at 75. That was the highest guy on our team. We were getting paired up with like 80s and stuff towards the end of the season. Uh, which like at that point, that was like top 5%. We were in like top 5%, if not like 3, I think. I don't. It was really high percentage. But see, that's what you have to do. You have to just play with guys, get comfortable with or girls or whatever. Um, just play with the same group of people. You got to make friends with them. You got to get to know them, know how they play, know how you play, know what callouts mean to you, know what callouts mean to them, and communicate with each other. That is huge. You guys have to be communicating with each other. Um, it really doesn't matter if you just make a six stack and go in and you guys can keep playing together. If you guys aren't talking, nothing's gonna wind up coming from it. Download Discord, talk to each other. Um, that's how you climb out of ELO hell. I mean, I've done it. I know plenty of people online who have done it. Um, that's the foolproof 100% way beat ELO hell.